Big thanks to Mudgy Meat for supplying the product used in today's video. Alright, today we're rolling things up a little differently. This is the chicken roulade stuffed with sage, smoked ham, and melty gruyere. Rolled tight, cooked sous vide for 4 hours until unbelievably tender, and then finished with a golden sear for that proper texture hit. And to bring it all together, a silky mustard and tarragon velouté that's rich, fragrant, and dangerously spoon-worthy. Let's get into it. I'm excited for this one, Yaz. I've been waiting for this for a while. Thanks to Mudgy Meat, we have some awesome chicken breasts that we are going to make chicken roulade. We're going to do it sous vide with a cheeky little mustard velouté, mustard and tarragon velouté. The flavors pair deliciously as I don't know what I'm trying to magic the sauce together. I'm not quite sure. Yum. Sous vide. So a lot of people are scared of sous vide, but it is an amazing tool. It is inexpensive to get set up. It's a little stick. It goes in a little bit of water. In fact, I might even put that on the screen right now. And the best part about the whole thing is you cannot overcook anything. It's Yazzo proof.
Show me what the stick looks like that you put in the water.
The stick, but I have to go and get it now.
No. You showed me with hand actions just before. It was interesting. I'd like to maybe slow it down.
I'm going to show everyone shortly. Sous vide, can't overcook. Set your temperature, and because you're setting it for the exact internal temperature that you need, not like an oven, you cannot overcook it. An oven, you set at 200. You want your whatever it is to finish at, let's say 60 degrees. 200 is obviously greater than 60. If you leave it in there too long, it can overcook. But the sous vide, if you want it to finish at 60, you set the bath at 60 and it finishes. Vacuum sealed, dunk it in the water, and it's magnificent. And we use it all the time, don't we, Yazzo?
We do.
Put some stuff in the bath, go to bed, set and forget. So, the first thing we need to do is butterfly our chicken breast. All right, so we've got our lovely chicken breast here from Mudgy Meat, and first we need to butterfly this open, just like a book, using a sharp knife, also from Mudgy Meat, you may notice. You can get yours on their website. All right, get that nice and beautifully opened up, and then we're gonna get it into a Ziploc or cover it with some cling film, and we're gonna give this a little tap. Now, not crazy like it owes you money, just so it's nice and even, and make it a little bit bigger in surface area, but be careful of the seam. Don't pound down on the seam too much, otherwise you may split it open. Down with some garlic powder, some pepper, and just a touch of salt. Out in the garden for some lovely fresh sage, and we're going to put that down directly on the chicken breast, and that's going to bring a lovely perfume to the roulade. Down with some smoked ham, and then some grated gruyere cheese, which will both bring an additional saltiness. So be careful with the salt in the beginning. Then we're gonna roll this up nice and tight. If you wanna make your job easier, build it on the cling film in the first place, not like I did, and that'll make it heaps easier to get done. Roll it up nice and tight. We're just gonna ignore those little bits of cheese that came out, and on the top, we're gonna be fine. Zip that up nice and tight. We'll give it a bit of a roll on the bench just to finish the job. Then we're going to go down into a vac seal bag. I'm going to a bag because I'm making a few for dinner tonight for the crew. So give this a little vac seal here. And that is all done beautifully. Okie dokie, we'll take that out of there, and we're gonna head over to the sous vide bath. Now I've got a container from Anova. You can use any container here, and I'm gonna go in with some hot water just to give the heating element a bit of a kickstart. And we're gonna get our sous vide stick in the water, and we're gonna set it for 65 degrees, which is exactly the temperature that we need our chicken breast to finish at internally. We're going to dunk these down and put them into a bath for about 4 hours. You can go anywhere from 2 to 6. With sous vide, time equals tenderness. I like to use a little weight here to make sure that nothing floats, and we are good to go. All right, that bit's done. Let's get on with our mustard and tarragon velouté. Did you need to crunch that loudly, Benjamin, to put me off? Was that necessary? Okay, on with our mustard and tarragon veloute. So a veloute is essentially very much like a roux, except instead of using milk to bring the flour and the butter together. Actually, I probably should say, if you're not familiar with a roux, it's what you would make bechamel with for your lasagna. So it starts off with even parts of flour and butter, and then you add in milk to make the roux. For a veloute, you're adding stock, any stock you like, chicken stock. We're going with chicken stock as our base. And then we're going to add some ingredients to that. And our next episode coming up in 2 weeks is also going to be using a velouté base. So stick around for that. So let's get the sauce started. All right, time for our velouté sauce. So we're going to go down with a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of flour. That is always a 1-to-1 ratio. And we're going to stir this through to cook the flour out and to get a lovely nut brown color on the flour, which is going to bring a beautiful nutty flavor to the end sauce. Once you get that, we're going to go down with some chicken stock. Anywhere between 250 ml to 300 ml of stock is what you will need. And what you need to do is add this little bit by little bit, stir it in, add some more, stir it in, add some more, until you get to a point where you have got a lovely, pourable kind of sauce. Just like that. That's what we're looking for. All right, so we're going to go down with a spoonful of Dijon mustard. You can use Dijon or grain or both if you like. The world is your oyster. Down with a little bit of pepper for some depth. And then we're going to go down with some heavy cream. Not too much. And we'll stir that through to make it rich and silky and luxurious. To brighten things up, a quarter of a lemon. Put a quarter and taste it. You're looking for a little bit of tanginess and brightness, put more if you need to. Some chopped tarragon from the garden, and we're going to go down with a little bit of that and stir it through. And then we're going to have a little cheeky taste up, add some more salt or seasoning here if you need to, and that is it. Job done. All right, so that's done now in the water bath. I've had it in there for I haven't. I've had it in there for 4 hours. Anywhere from 2 to 6 would be totally fine. As I said, you can't overcook. The only thing that would happen is that you would start to change the texture if you cook it for too long, but it won't overcook. So what we need to do now, it's perfectly cooked inside. All we need to do now is sear the outside. And before we do that, we just need to dry it off, because as we know, moisture is the enemy of crustiazo. So we just need to give that a little dab like that and make sure there's no moisture on the outside. So olive oil in the pan, this is nice and hot, and you want it nice and hot because you don't want to cook this any more in the center. So into the pan. And what we're looking for now is to get a nice brown crust. All right, we're getting a good crust on these now, so I'm going to go down with a little bit of butter in the pan. And a couple of sticks of sage. And we're going to spoon some of that butter over the top of our chicken gazzo.
Is it healthy?
It's just on the outside. And all you're looking for is some nice colour on all sides, and then we're done. Well, this is a little bit fancy schmancy, isn't it, Yazzo?
It is, a little bit.
Let me have a little,
Gosh.
a little cut Did you see the juices dripping off of it when I cut it?
I did. I hope the camera caught that. Captured.
A little bit of the sauce.
It's what you stuff your face.
Shit.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. That combo is elite. You can taste the gruyere, you can taste the ham, the sage permeates everything. The velouté has just enough tang from the lemon juice, which is very delicious, mind you. I'm pressing it against the roof of my mouth with my tongue and it's going magnificent. Not much calm. Ooh, the ham's a little bit smoky. That's coming through as well, which is quite nice.
Yum. Take your time.
You sound so interested, Yazzo.
Well, I mean, I haven't been waiting all day to eat or anything like that, but you have another sip of
Yazzo's
Pinot.
hungry. We have to go. Thank you for tuning in again. Next week, we have another recipe using our velouté base sauce. Please tune in for that. Your discount code is on the screen right now. Get your chicken breast from Mudgy Meat. And we will see you on the next one.